everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Broncos going up against the Desperados. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Austin Desperados. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Fresh set of downs here. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And here now, the defensive starters.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. They come out here in the I. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
They run it again with Janovich, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be set. It down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So the Broncos coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They come up in an offset I. To throw, Kaepernick. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They come out here in the eye. First down, here's the run with Martin. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The fullback, Janovich, on the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old-school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Taylor flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Let's go. On 2nd down, Taylor. Benjamin with it over the middle, and he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Martin able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
It's awfully tough on a defense when he's able to move outside the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for open targets. You don't know whether to attack him or lay back and try and defend the pass.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Being chased and under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. What?
They'll run for it. Martin stops short of the goal line. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. And Kaepernick can't escape this time. Taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off. Beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Booker from the Wildcat. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Taylor escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Tackle made that time by Chris Baker. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Kaepernick now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And they'll go on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And now back out comes the offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Taylor. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand Ohio. Check.
Third and long, it's Taylor. Man open left side, it's Williams. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw again is Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane Ray from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now it's Taylor. Caught left side, Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
4th down, here's Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's 3rd down now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Another carry for the fullback, Janovich. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles. But you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On the give, this is their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw with Taylor. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Taylor on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Flush to his right, and some room to maneuver. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Taylor, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go!
On first down, it's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
And it's never a bad decision to slide as a quarterback. You're too valuable for reasons other than your legs to go out there and take those unnecessary hits.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Andy Janovich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And finally, the defense gets a chance to be excited. But all game long, they've struggled to contain this runner.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think I recognize the error there. Zone defense, and you got everything in front of you. But when the quarterback breaks out of the pocket, sometimes that discipline breaks down and guys get out of their spots. Quarterback's able to find his open receiver there for a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit.
Now the ball comes loose. Green with a catch left side. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way home. Broncos score. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Here we go.
They'll throw on Taylor. Hit. He lost the football. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Come on, let's go. White, Ohio.
Now Taylor on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First and 10, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Taylor. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Taylor will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know all players are taught from drive to drive, from series to series, let that go, right? Only focus on the now. But when that ball was tipped in the air, there's no way they weren't thinking about the interception that was thrown on the previous drive. Could this turn into a second one? And if it did, that could really change the way this game was going.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So they're operating in the red zone. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. As they run the counter play. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. To throw is Kaepernick. His pass caught at the 4. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start the drive with Martin.
Can anyone get him?
What a move. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. It's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And Green with a catch left side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, Kaepernick. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sink just wasn't there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd down, still 14 yards left. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Kaepernick going to throw. This is Booker on the dump off. Give him 9 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. 2nd and goal. Still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8, and he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Here's Kaepernick, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Let's go! Red 38!
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Alden Smith there on the tackle. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Kaepernick looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
To throw, Kaepernick. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because
you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.